Going on, guys? J3 here. This video is gonna be a little bit different. I usually do gameplay, especially with Heihachi, but with Reina coming out, I kind of go over the moves. This video is gonna be more of like a discussion. I guess you could say kind of an analysis, but I don't think I'm that great at the game. But mainly, this is gonna be talking about each move. Been watching this a lot, reviewing each, and I think the notes that this guy goes over is pretty good. I'm gonna send the link of the video that I'm watching below, and then yeah, get into it. So this is gonna be mostly in Polish, so a lot of the things that I will try to talk about might be wrong, especially when it releases. But yeah, I think these are pretty good notes. Lots of mix-ups because of the stances. Lots of movement because of a stance called Unsoku, I believe. Myself, I'm still trying to learn all her stuff. Well, Soku, I might be pronouncing it wrong. She's similar to Lydia with the 112, because I know Lydia has a stance with cat foot stance after 112. She has a Sentai mix-up 112. It's pretty good, and it's a 10 frame. Forward 1+2 is it's like a roll, and we'll get into it. Might be able to crush high or dodge some highs, but there's some interesting timing to it. There's an input to enter Wind Gossip down 4-3, but I don't think we're gonna be using this. We'll have to see when the game actually comes out. Choose Shine is gonna be like Heihachi's down back 2. Probably gonna be one of our low pokes. The hop kick is a little slow at 17 frames. I'm glad that the electric is normal input. You get the electric wind motion, and then 2 just frame, of course. There's electric wind kick or electric ward god kick, sorry, with 3, and it's gonna be a mid launch, or sorry, I don't think it's gonna be a mid launch. It's gonna hit mid. So I think it will be the mix-up for electric wind god fist. The health sweep. There's you can do one it's high after it is guaranteed, or you could just do low 4-4 crouch dash 4-4. The command throw is interesting, so it's going to be a 2 break, quarter sweep back, forward 2, so it would be a good mix-up with your 4 forward 1-2, or the way they did do it in this video. I think it's a different input, but I'm probably going to do it 4-4-2, since you could mix it up with your crouch dashes. The Sentai and Heaven's Wrath. So Heaven's Wrath is the stance he has. You could do 1+3 from both, and I think that's pretty good, especially if they're guarding too much, or if they're respecting your stances too much. And then different parry reaction, I think, is for Heaven's Wrath specific. I remember Heaven's Wrath. The one for Heihachi is different when people do a punch or a kick. And then the last one, I can't really say, but it's down forward 1. It's a just frame. So it's the one where it's like Heihachi where he stomps, and then you press 1. I'm guessing there's like some timing to it. I've seen some videos where I think they're going to do it, but they don't. Alright, so let's get into the moves. I have some notes on the side. It try to go through it as fast as possible because there's 100+ moves. So this one, pretty simple. You get heat. This one you could cancel into a dash, number 2, which everyone has. This is the raw activation of heat, and then you could heat smash as well, which is the 2+3 input. Or you can just bind this. I remember binding this during the beta. But yeah, these are pretty straightforward. I'm not sure what this is, but I think the properties of your 3-4-4 and all the ones that are listed here are different. Because I tried to translate this and it was like lethal fury can be used for certain punch sequences. So it's pretty vague, so I'm unsure of the. So this pretty much like Kazuya, you're in heat, your electric and your electric or god kick will be you don't have to do the just frame. It will automatically go into it as long as you're doing the motion. It's kind of nice. Makes you focus on offense. But you should we should be trying for just frames anyway. Not really make it a habit. And then this pretty much is it will parry mids and highs if you do Heaven's Wrath, which is down 1+2. So you could use this to probably parry it, and then once you already do it, I think you're gonna do one of the mix-ups out of, which I plan to do. Saw this earlier. Next one, raw heat activation. For the raw heat activations, I could see it being useful, especially if you're trying to get like your turn back or create some pressure that I'm still unsure of optimal way to use it. I don't think there's yet is out, but it's gonna be something we're all going to be learning. So this is a 13 frame heat engager. This is probably going to be our most reliable way to, especially out of combo. So far, we've seen that down or forward 4. Some of the Heihachi's forward 4 is like the axe kick, right? Axe kick, and then if they're crouching, this is guaranteed. So this is probably the safest way to get into it. I'm sure there are other ways to use this heat engager since it is 13 frames, so it's very flexible. So this one is another heat engager mid. The way I see this is you don't respect your Weivu, right? And then do forward out of Weivu. And then this also has good range as well. So I think this one's pretty decent. I'm not sure what it is on block. I'm not sure what a lot of them are on block, so I can't really talk about that. Or even activates on block. That's also something I press with others, but I forgot. I really did forget when I was playing the beta or not. To it. Number 10. This is a heat engager out of Sentai stance. So again, just having that option is very good, of course. Because Sentai stance, you can get into Sentai stance a lot. 1-1-2 forward 3. You can get it raw forward 3 Sentai stance. And yeah, just an option. But this is dangerous to use just because it can be ducked. Of course, it's high, pretty risky engage. But if they are respecting you too much or they're trying to hit you during stance, I think this would be a good time to do it. So this one is also another heat engager out of Doku. Doku is when she started to back up. I think this is a pretty good heat engage. It looks like it would dodge highs if done correctly. So if someone's like dropping a lot, this is a good time to do it. 18 frames, so it can't really be reacted to, but yeah, it's a mid. So if they do crouch, it does look like you're do a crouch dash here, especially when she goes down. Let me play it again. Yeah, that's that kind of, if you're trying to react to it, it kind of looks like a low, but if you go for mid, it looks like it has great range, so I think this is a pretty viable way to also get into. And yeah, did guess it, that you can also go into heat in Heaven's Wrath. This one's a 15 frame, 16 frame, or 16 frame mid launcher. If they are, for some reason, if they're trying to hit you, this will probably land, or they're trying to crouch. Reason why I think they could be crouching is because she has a low from Heaven's Wrath. So I think that 50-50 something to keep in mind when you're defending against an offense. This is... Yeah, I'm not sure why they said they put these moves here. I think they were just trying to point out that these are good moves to use while you are in heat. I know they had a section of recommended moves. I think this is one of them. I would definitely recommend this. I've seen this move like on hit strings in some matches. I'm gonna put some links below. But yeah, I've seen it in some combo fillers, some combo enders. So yeah, I think it's a good string to try to memorize. This one, it has been shown in the trailer. This will low crush at the beginning. As you can see how evasive she is right here. We will like do a little hop and then wall splats too. I feel like a lot of her moves is will wall splat, so learn a wall combo for her. Honestly, it's so this, I think if they're conditioned from your lows and they think you're gonna like hell sweep, for some reason they do crouch. I think this is pretty good, especially at the wall. But the thing about this move is that there's like a lot. The startup seems pretty long, so I don't know how many times you use it. But I don't think I would use it that much, but we'll see. I mean, it all depends on the match. Of course, you gotta adjust to it. And then this pretty much means that all mids and highs will be parried if you are in heat and in heavy. So this is the activation. This is your first heat smash. Without any stance. And if you want to get like the wall break like in the trailer, this is the way to do it as well. This is your second heat smash, and it's only out of Heaven's Wrath, and it's considered a low. It's 19 frames, but this is gonna be really hard to react to. But if they do see you in Heaven's Wrath, and they know you want to bend to the meter, then it will likely block low. Or if you know they're gonna block low, that's what I said like earlier. He has Heaven's Wrath move out of 2 that does pretty good damage. And of course, the blade jump. We're gonna be skipping this. Yeah, we're gonna be skipping this. It's gonna be a long video. 1-1-2 combo. This is the additional 1-1-2 high mid, and this will also put you into Sentai Snap. I think this is gonna be a really important move. It does land pressure on, or you can just finish it up and get. I think I've seen some Reinas do 1-1-2 if it hits Sentai Stance 2 or 1, a little elbow, just to get the damage off. Or you can even try to go for a heat engage if you think they are gonna press with forward. So yeah, 1-1-2 is pretty much the 10 frame. So this is 1-2. This is high. I don't think I would use it that much since it can just be ducked, and like why would I use this if I have a 1-2 so I can create like, and it's also like a 10 frame. I don't know why I would use it. I guess just to keep it like different, but So this is a triple high, I believe. 22. Triple high. If you want to just get like the damage off, this does do 27 damage, which is 4 more than Sentai stance. But I would just go for one. So this is interesting move. This one's not a true it does show 2 hits on the left. So the last 2 will hit and the first 2 will hit, but all 4 will not. So what I'm guessing is that if they're getting used to you doing a 1-2 string, 2-1-2, and they want to duck, right? Then the third move does hit mid, and that could probably catch them. The next 2 hits. Those would probably be times that I would use if you like to play strings a lot. This is also pretty interesting. This is your another 10 frame, high mid, and if they start to like duck your 1-1-2 something, you could probably do 2-2. And then this also wall splats. Kind of good at the wall if you're ducking at the wall. But honestly, like, why would you really duck against like Heihachi or her if you do too many lows? So this is Bishamon Massacre 2-2-2-1. So double high and then 2 mids and yeah. So I would say the same reason as the ones I was just before. Keeping the strings different. Honestly, this seems like more like a finisher in certain situations, like a combo finish. It does look cool, so I would probably for like style. I've seen this in some sample combos. It does have a just frame at the end. This is a just frame once you do it correctly, and I think this is gonna be on most finishers. And also does wall splat as well. So I think this is a decent move to, I think. Notes. This people have pointed out, and I see it too. This can be just framed. But there is some timing to it, so you have to practice it. This is going to be your 11 frame punt. This is a really important. And then you can also then follow it up with the just frame I said earlier, down 4-1 once they're on the floor. You hear they're on the floor, you could totally dash in and do down 4-1. It's like 40 plus, probably 40 plus damage. My 11 frame punish, which I think it's crazy. The only bad part about this move, I would say, is probably it doesn't really have that. It doesn't look like it has that much range. Okay. Actually, it has a decent amount, but yeah, I would just use it as like an 11 punish. Pretty good, really good punish. So this is gonna be our homing highs, and it also launches. So I could see this also as a combo flip, but I think I prefer forward 2-3. Talk about it. So this one is also me. I think this one, if you want to catch people sidestepping, I think this one's a little better. I don't know if this one, if the second hit can be sidestepped, but it does hit mid. The last one is also homing, but it hits high in case they do manage to like try to duck or whatever. The only bad part I could see about this is that this second hit is like minus 12-13, then this is to keep tossing. Or we could probably just do 3 to get the home. You have to finish the string. So that kind of stuff. This one, this is 14 frame 4. It also does wall splat. They did say they nerfed 4 in this game. Not sure how it would look with a counter hit property. If it does launch, then yeah, trying to figure out a combo off of it. But I haven't really seen any Reina gameplay that has U4, spending 4 on counter hit. We'll see when the game is. This is the usual Demon's Breath. 1+2. Full frame. Finish. Honestly, I would just go for 2-1 on Deco. That one we talking about earlier. 27. But this is good for combo filler, especially at the wall. Since it does a wall splat, then you can do another combo down there. So this half is this also crushes low, it looks like, because of cartwheel. Every time she does that cartwheel, I keep thinking she dodged the low. Unsure how it will be on block. Could be dangerous. Does have good range though. Decent move. So this move, I think what's special about this move is that you can hold forward to go into center. Or you can press up or down to go into Soku step. I could see it being either a combo, or you want to try to pressure with your passive. So I think it could be pretty good against some defensive players. Again, need to see the minus frame. Pretty important. Can't really toss it out. I think this move is pretty interesting. Or 2-3. I think it will definitely be used mostly as a filler, especially in anti-stance. It will close to the enemy. Anti. For stances. Let's kick. I believe this is also -3 on block. No, sorry. +2 or +3 on block. Watching some, but this is gonna be one. Keep them in check, and of course, if they are crouching, this goes down 4-1. This is 4-4 is a good move. Good move. So this is gonna be. I don't know if I would call this stance. I just call this. I would just say this is. This is forward 1+1, and then it could also avoid highs. Pretty decent. Avoid highs, yeah, pretty good. But you have to get like a good read that they are gonna press I jab, like people that press 2-2. And then if you want to start conditioning them, I think this is a good low after your roll. And then if you could get them to keep ducking, then of course your mids, your other mids, your godlike mids will start to land. And I'll counter hit. They tried to hit you during that, and they're not pressing anything yet. 51 damage. It's pretty good. So yeah, the roll can be pretty annoying, and you can also jump out of it. So of course you can see low crushers. I think this will be good at the wall. Need to see the minus again. The minus. But I think it will be safe. Like, look how much force she's putting down on this move. And then, yeah, this is the homing. If they try to, they get used to sidestepping the previous move, this move, because it looks like it could be stepped. This could get them if they try to sidestep you. Then this is if you hold it, and then if you do hold it and they don't, if they don't block, then this will go into crumple. This you could pick up with. There's a string that picks up pretty well. Go over pretty soon. This will be your 13 frame poke, or even punish. And then if you hold forward, it also puts you into sentai stance. So yeah, down forward 1-1 is another good move. I'd recommend. Because it could keep the pressure, choose in sentais, and start mixing. And I believe this is your heat engager. Yeah, this is your heat engager. 13 frame. Down forward 1-2. 15 frame. This is gonna be your 15 frame launch. I think this has pretty decent range. And if you don't want to trick for a bit, this is a pretty good launch, or even like a poke from mid, or not a poke, sorry, a launch from mid. This could be a good one. Toss. Pretty easy to do. They're ducking against you for some reason. I'm pretty sure this is going to be minus on. So be very careful on this one. This is the input to do the step. Don't know if you can just frame or God Kick and Wind God Fist, so we'll see. This is the move that I believe picks up off the ground, and it's a good filler. You can see my note. Yes, it could. So that crumple state that we saw earlier, the Kiro Satsu Satsu will be able to pick off of it. And I think the other thing that I like about this is that you hold down, it also puts you into Heaven's Wrath after the second hit. In case you do want to try to mix them up instead of going for them getting pushed like this. But I think this will also be used as a combo filler. Good range, dodges highs. One's pretty decent, good poke. And then of course if you get the counter hits on the phone, pretty good damage for an easy input counter hit. High crush. This is a good check, 15 frame check if they're like crouching, or sorry, if not if they're crouching, they're like blocking, getting too close, like someone waving in your face. Not sure what it is again on minus, but it does put them on force them to crouch, which can be pretty helpful for some fights. Yeah, so this is the other stance on Soku, and it also moves you back a bit. And I think this is, I don't know, I don't think you could do this every round start. I would like to use it every round start, but I still think people can try to get to you. So it's, just gotta test it to see how good it could be. But it does have potential. Then down 1+2, stand stage Heaven's Wrath. This one is really good. I think this move is really good. It's gonna be pretty hard to react to. It doesn't look like a low, not to me anyway. But of course, if you use it too much, yeah, try not to use that move. We're gonna be using that move to condition. This low is also, I cannot see it coming. This looks like she's gonna knee you, so this would be a good low to try to get to them. But the thing about this, right? I think we're only gonna be using this move as for the first input, because the second input is not guaranteed. There's no 2 hits. Right? We're probably just gonna do. But the thing is like 16 frames, and I think the down 4 is less frames. It might be 15 or 14. I'm not 100% sure. Like the generic low, but of course this one's like wing. So I think the first input. So at first I didn't think this move was that good, but I think it is pretty good. So the third hit could be cancelled into Sentai. This can easily be a combo fit. And then I think it has some counter hit properties. I'm not entirely sure like it's for with the string, but I think this will be used as a good combo fill. This will be our go-to homing. I think this seems pretty safe. It looks safe. And pretty easy back to. And this also puts us in Unsoku, but we get a little bit more distance off of this. The back through. I think for the Unsoku stances, if you do it raw, right? I think it's good against people if you like get right in front of their face. You could obviously off of it, like if it tried to hit you during Unsoku. I think those are good times to use. I think just play the distance. Playing the distance with Unsoku will be the hardest part about using that stance. The back four, this one I've seen against Jun Kazama during the trailer. It is punch, back four, and they try to hit you. They're gonna get one. So this one's really good. This will be our power crush move, back one. Also wall splats, forces crouch. I'm pretty sure this is punishable. Most a super armor move are punishable. And then this is our unblockable. Pretty risky to use, but if they're respecting you too much, why not, right? Why not? This Unsoku doesn't put you too far. The up and the down Unsoku, 3 inputs, up down 3, doesn't push you back that far, but it still gets you a little bit more space. This is a good move. So this is a 13 frame high, and then this will also put you. You need Heaven's Wrath, and you have access to Heaven's Wrath moves. This one's pretty good. Safe way to get into hands. And I noticed on the top right that you can go into this stance with just pressing up or up left or up back. This is a ooh, this is another low crush. I don't really see a really good use for it unless it has some special counter hit properties, which I don't think it will. So I think that move is okay. I think we've seen it against Hwarang during the trailer. This is her hop kick launch. This move is okay. I think this move. This will be good against people who do a lot of lows or get like a read on someone trying to come in. I think this is pretty decent. Pretty generic 1-4-4. I think pretty slow though. So careful on using this. And then the way that this one works, this looks like a combo ender. I could be wrong. A forward 3-4 or 3+4 1+2. This is a good 4-4-2 move. Very similar to Lydia. If you hold forward, it also puts you into Sentai stance. I can see this being a combo filler, big pressure tool. If you want to dash in, really good move right in 4-4-2. Fast poke as well. Yeah, 12 frames. Just need the input. Some people have problems with the 4-4 input. And then this is going to be hit engagers. 4-4-3. And you can do this off of Waivu. And unsure what it is on block. Might be safe. I hope it's safe. Make her OP. Hope it's safe. I seen this as a combo filler. In a Korean video, I'll use combo filler after some EWs. It's high, but it does pick up pretty well. And then the while running, Okay. Pushes lows. Pretty good. The intended combo, 10-hit combo. You do memorize this, cool. If you don't, it's not a big deal. Then this is a duck. It pretty much is. I don't know if there's any moves out of this. Pretty much while rising. Not sure why I would do this instead of just crouching, but it does. You can cancel out of it into Wind God Step. This move could be useful if you need to fall back, but I still think you can get hit. Not during Swift's Shadow. I was talking about Swift's Shadow, or not such. Sorry, oh, the Fading Shadow. Still think you can get hit. This one, if they're doing lows, you could avoid it, as you've seen. Oops. This is the Wild Rising 1. 13 frames, mid. I think it will be like Heihachi's. It will be grab punishable. They block it. Okay. So be careful of using. This is a good Wild Rising, and it's safe. I don't know how it is for Reina. I'm guessing it will be, but for Heihachi it was safe. If it counter hits, if this move counter hits, also a long. It's pretty evasive, like as she's getting it. You can see. As she's getting it, she goes to the a little bit. Pretty good move. This is pretty much your get off me move. 3-4, similar to Diria's 15 frame. This is going to be our safest while rising punish at 11 frames, 4-4. Tsunami kicks, but hers is called 7 C's at 6. I'm unsure how this one will be on block or counter hit as well. I'm hoping it crumples. It looks like it would. Need to test it. Comes out pretty quick, 14 frame, and it does look like a low. And it seems like if you do want to come in while you are crouching, this is a full crouch mid. Full crouch mid. You can combo off of it. Pretty sure you can. You have some time, I hope. And then I think that's disgusting. This move. Oh, not this one. Yeah, you have this move, which does crumple. You can't pick it up with the moves. But yeah, her full crouch stuff is pretty good, I think. Sidestep. For sidestep 4, another good low if you want to try to condition people. It's really hard to see. But to me, I think it's a good move. And then with back turn, every time there's like a scramble like this, people will love to press or try to do with your turn. So I think this is a good move. If you ever have your back turns like something, someone get behind you, sidestep, and they forwards hit you. It does happen. It happens pretty frequent. Does go into launch. Pretty good. The usual odd step. And do the just frame to use light up. And then during the Wind God step, I think this, if it's just, but it goes into like a mid. Yeah, it looks so high, but it's a mid. Lots of pushback. Unsure. Maybe use it for style. Really. Along with this one. This one looks like a combo end. For some, we have seen it used after a parry, the Raijin parry. But her parry is a little bit different. We get into that. And then, of course, this is the Godfist does have a just frame. High. Pretty self-explanatory. This move has been out. I even started playing the game. And then how I like to see it, that if they start ducking against the electric winds, then I'll give them that God kick for the feeding of it. So I think that having this tool is pretty cool. I don't know how effective it will be. I hope it will. But I think we're gonna be seeing electric wind, God kick, and fist be used up. Is our health sweep. Crush dash 4-2. It is guaranteed if you do hit the first one. Pretty sure it's punishable. Punishable. Be one of our conditioning tools for the low. We can go into Sentai stance to the God step. Hold 4-3. Okay, so now we are hitting stance inputs. So this would be Sentai stance 1-2. I think if you go into this raw and they try to contest you to get you out of the stance, I think this is going to be the input, since it also has a power crush and it has a just frame inputs for damage. I think this one would be pretty fun too. This is the one that I see after people do the 1-1-2. I'm gonna do Sentai stance and then they just do a quick damage here. Sentai into 2 for damage. So how much would this do? 20 damage? And then this is our heat engager, as we said earlier, or talked about earlier. After Sentai stance, I think you just press through it. It did, for some reason, duck as well. Yeah, this would be one of the moves to do. I think this one is gonna be okay. See this on block, could be unsafe. I feel like most moves out of stance are safe, but not sure. Not sure about this one. So the Deba laser looks pretty safe at 14 frames. Unsure what it is on block, but I think the best part about this is that it also puts you in Heaven's Wrath, as you see at the end. So if you want to keep up like that stance pressure, this is gonna be out of Sentai 1+2, and then Sentai 3+4. If they're gonna be just blocking everything, this is gonna be the option. And what I like about this too is that it homes. So if they try to sidestep it, now we're getting into the Soku inputs. This is the engager, Soku 4. Probably the way to get into heat safely from that stance. Could mix them up. This is put you into Sentai stance as well. You can cancel into Wind God. Now the Heaven's Wrath. This is a homing high and then a mid. Also wall splats. This one's pretty decent if they are gonna try to sidestep your Heaven's Wrath. I will probably be using this one a lot for pressure, and then just the heat engage. If I already have heat, then I'd probably use the other moves that are in Heaven's Wrath. Low crush, as you can see, I've seen this used as a combo filler as well, Axel, during one of the match videos. You can also hold down for Heaven's Wrath after 4. This is her combo finisher. This is easily one of her combo finishers. We've seen it also as in the trailer when they were finishing Jin at the wall. This is gonna be the Power Crush if they try to contest your Heaven's Wrath stance. Also, Wall Splats forces Crouch, so I actually don't think this is punishable. But as I said earlier, most Armor Crushes or Super Power Crushes are punishable. Maybe not this one. I hope not. This one seems like it's just more for style. I don't think I would like to use this move, but I do like how it forces them like down. Then you can go for a down 4-1 best frame. It would be decent guaranteed damage. And then Heaven's Wrath down 4-3. This will be our mix-up for the lows if they are just blocking everything high and mid. Cancel out of it. Wind God, same as in Soku. All the stances you can cancel down forward or forwards into Sentai or even Wind God. Something we have to keep in mind when we're trying to keep pressure or try to mix it up. And the wind steps. This could be a good keep out too. If they try to contest you as you're waving in, and they just do wind step into. And then these are the generic throws. Plus 3. You break. Won't go over this. Let it play. That I love that enough. And then this is where it starts to get a little different. So it says up forwards 1+2, but you can also do 4-4 1+2. This is exactly like Heihachi's, and then also wall splats. You can go into like a combo after. And then you can also mix it up with this grab, which is a 2 break. So also wall splats. Or you can get like a lot of this. I think this is a really good move, or really good grab to try to mix up with your 4-4 too. Pretty decent throws. And then these are all the grabs, 1+3 or 2+4. Out of all the stances, have it. Sentai and Heaven's Wrath. This one I'm unsure. It looks like they pressed back 1+3 like after they got hit. I'm not sure. I'm unsure how or why you would. Maybe against people that just like poke. This is pretty risky. And then this is the parry. Heihachi's was 4-3+4, but now it looks like you can even do it accidentally. I like to think that during match for Reina versus Kazuya, Marksman's video, that he did it accidentally because he was waving in his face and he didn't follow it up with like a. So I was very confused, but now that I see the input, so you have to do like a forward input, do the step, and then it will parry. And then I'm pretty sure it's only for punches. Pretty sure. Go parry. 27. And then this has a just frame, just input. 4-1 down 4-4-1. Okay. Go over combo. So the notes go over her stuff pretty well. I also agree that she has a lot of mix-up, which I do like. She also has a lot of stuff that she do out of Weivu. And Weivu isn't picking anymore. Then you could go into Sentai, Heaven's Wrath, and Soku, which I think is pretty interesting to have as a machine. I know that Devil Jin also has his stance, which is also interesting when you game. So I really like the direction that they're going with Reina. She honestly feels like a new player. I think they did her justice. And I really do hope that she turns out to go for like an 8 for all of us. A lot of people that I know, especially me, will be playing her a lot. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you guys want to discuss this is what I I'm making this video for, then I'm not open to talk about it. Comments below. Let's go left.